Yesterday, I was scrolling Instagram and I saw something that essentially made me realize the importance of being on the right road, being in the right group. And if you listen to what I say, maybe you'll have this realization that I had a few years ago, which makes your trajectory go like this to like this. You have that serious J curve growth. And it essentially comes down to not actually having to put in any more effort. Okay, so what I saw a picture just on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it was, of an old friend of mine, a guy I used to be friends with, I used to live with, and he was like out at a pub having beers with a load of his friends, and they were all seriously out of shape, like badly out of shape. Okay, and it made me realize that you can be in those environments still putting in the work and not make much growth. Okay, like when I was living with them, yeah, I would go to the pub with them. I would like indulge in these bad habits, but I was still training every day and I was still eating clean. So my progress was like 40% what it could have been. Okay, and essentially what I did was I removed myself from that environment. I moved to Thailand. Okay, and when you move somewhere completely new, you start hanging around with new people, like-minded people, especially somewhere here like Thailand. Then what that does for you is it makes everything easier. Okay, now when I was living with those old friends, it was like, they were all going to the pub. Oh, well, they're all going. I could go for a couple pints. Like they were all going out for parties or like going out for pizzas. Like it was harder to stay disciplined in that environment. I still was, but it was difficult. Whereas when I moved here and I started hanging around with guys who were gymming every day, they were eating clean every day, they were working, they were reading, they were doing all these beneficial habits that we all should be doing. Therefore, when I was living in this old house, essentially I was like going up an uphill, right? It was like pushing rocks up a hill. It was difficult to maintain that in that environment, whereas here, it's not a case of, should we go to the pub tonight? Or, let's go party, or let's just go get a Chinese takeaway or something like that. When you're in the right environment, it essentially comes down to, what time are you going to the gym today? All right, we're going to this steakhouse or this steakhouse. All right, it's like, how long are we working for today? It's not a case of, should I go to the gym? It's what time. It's simple things like that. And these guys would like, haven't seen the inside of a gym in years, okay? Going to someone who it's not like whether you train or not, it's like how many times a day do you train? And there's levels to it, okay? Whether it's fitness or business or anything else like this, your self-improvement, it makes it so much easier being around these types of guys, because as opposed to pushing rocks up that hill, it's like pushing a snowball down a mountain. It's like, this is just easy. Being around all these guys, like there's no obstacle I need to push past. There's no discipline. There's no willpower required. This just becomes the baseline. This becomes the hygiene standard. Okay, and I think that's so important when you realize that you can be in those environments, but you're at 40%. All right, just because you're constantly having to break through barriers, you're constantly having to use your willpower. Whereas when you're in the right circles with the right people, you don't need to use willpower. I don't need to be disciplined. I don't feel like discipline. I don't even feel like I am disciplined, because this is just normal life now. Going to the gym every single day for the past probably 6 months now, not missing a single day, has not felt like discipline. It's just been like, yeah, this is just what we all do. We all train every single day. We're all reading, we're all learning, we're all growing, we're all making money. And like I said earlier, there's levels to this. This is particularly with the fitness and the content side of things. And for you, if you are like, you're not sure where to make money, but you are constantly surrounded by guys who are doing like 10K a day, it's very quick for you to get to that level. You're probably right now thinking, how do I even get to 10K a month? But when you start hanging around with the people doing 10K a day, it's the same. You're not pushing rocks uphill anymore. You're pushing a snowball down a hill. It's like, oh, this is actually easy. Making money is actually super easy, okay? It's the exact same thing. Fitness, money, mindset, discipline, all of these things that maybe you struggle with right now, or you're only at 40% of the progress you could be making. Like, it all just becomes easy. Life's easy when you hang around in the right circles. And I want you today to think about the circles that you are in, okay? And something that you have to almost consider is that you may have to spend some time alone, okay? You may have to spend some time just by yourself, moving to a foreign country, building your social circle from zero, okay? And a lot of this comes down to networking, your social skills, and like not being a dork. Oh, hey, do you need any fucking video editing? Like, not being that side of things. If you're just a genuine person and you go to somewhere like Bali and you start training at the gym, you're training there every single day, you start to see the guys and you start chatting with them. You're not talking about business or anything like that. You're just chatting. Oh, hey man, you're killing it. Like, your physique's awesome. What the hell? But yeah, that's today's video, and I'll see you soon.